historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery.
Really, bro? Really? This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Put it in the discount code United We Stand, and you'll get 20% off the entire store. Thank you all for all the support that you've given on the store. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell, ding ding, so you get notification anytime I go live. I make a video. Make sure you're still subscribed to my channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. They want me to stop, but why? How can I stop? Why are we making videos like this? I mean, let me just put this into context. Why does every time a black man or a politician or a left-leaning person want to make a point about the plight of black people in today's America, they got to go back in history, far back in here. They got to go all the way back to slavery. They got to go all the way back to lynching. They got to go all the way back to Jim Crow, and then they go to Jim Crow, and people aren't understanding that Jim Crow was in the South. That's why you call it the Jim Crow South. Jim Crow did not exist all around the country. It was in the South, run by Democrats. But they got to go all the way back. They skip over major accomplishments, major errors, major changes in the lifestyle and achievements of black people in this country. They jump over the whole thing to get you to a certain point to make you feel emotional, make you have a visceral experience. And mind you, black people are falling for this. And I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of lynching real quick before you see this video, so therefore I can put it in context. In the recorded history of lynching, in all of our recorded history. Now, we can admit that there may be some lynchings that were not recorded. I would argue, because lynching was a practice that not only affect black people but white people as well. I'm sure they recorded these lynchings. Now, I could say that there were some that wasn't recorded. Now, I do not think that you could double the numbers, but I'm going to give you the numbers and then we'll see. Recorded history of lynching, there was 3,400 lynchings recorded in our country for the 68 years of recorded lynchings or whatever. Then you had about 1,200 of those lynchings were white people. So 1,200 were white people, 3,400 were black people. And there was a period of time, a short period of time in the early the late 1800s, like 1882 until about 1885, where white people were getting lynched way more than black people. And then the tides changed all the way through to the early 1900s. Now, if you want to keep it 100, black men murder other black men in a 6-month period that surpasses the entire history recording of lynching of black people in the United States of America. Now, if you don't want to believe that, let's just double the lynchings and say double the lynchings, were not recorded, right? So double it. Make it about 6,000, 7,000. On average, black men murder other black men in the tunes of 6,000 to 7,000 a year. So in 1 year, if you double the recorded number of lynchings, black men have killed more black men in 1 year than the recorded history of black lynching. And then do you want to make it worse? We can triple it, quadruple it. In 5 years, 2 years, the numbers are staggering and competitive to the history and legacy of lynching. And with that information, watch this video.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors. Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery. The person who said he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. the person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice.
Now, how do people fall for this? I don't know. I don't want to see a video where you make these claims. I want your campaign video to show where Rand Paul said that. Show where Rand Paul said he would have objected to the Civil Rights Act. We know, based on recorded history, that Democrats did not overwhelmingly support the Civil Rights Act. Republicans did. We know factually in recorded history that the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, which is abolishment of slavery, citizenship for black folks, and the right to vote for black folks in this country, was overwhelmingly voted unanimously by Republicans. Democrats were not voting unanimously. Many of them had a neutral opinion about it and did not vote yes. Some of them voted no. So we have history of this. Show a video of Rand Paul saying what you claim he's saying. But you see, all the videos that he showed involving lynching were black and white photos. He has no understanding. He has no evidence of anything current that's affecting black people. His ancestors were. Rand Paul wasn't alive. Rand Paul probably wasn't alive when lynching was going on. You weren't. Rand Paul weren't. How are you arguing with a man that wasn't even alive with the situation that you're explaining? Because it's virtue signaling, because it's emotionalism. Emotionalism. And people fall hook, line, and sinker. If a Republican came out and said what this black man said, I'd be like, wait a minute. That's pointless for you to make a video like that. I want to see this man actually say these things. And if he actually say them out of his mouth within context, then I will believe you. But they know this will trigger black people, showing a noose and all this other stuff. And this man didn't want to sign a anti-lynching bill. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. What does an anti-lynching bill benefit anybody in the United States of America today? If you lynch somebody, you're going to be charged with murder, which is the highest crime. And if you lynch a person, presumably it was premeditated. So you're going to be charged with first degree, maybe even capital murder for lynching somebody, which is higher than any other charge that you can get. If you are to lynch somebody because they're black, there's an aggravated charge on that, meaning that you what they call it, a hate crime. So not only are you going to get charged with first degree murder or capital murder, there's a penalty or an aggravated effect in sentencing if you do it because you hated somebody because of their race. What does lynching in and of itself, if you survive the lynching, a person still is going to be charged with aggravated assault, attempted murder. What laws are on the books that wouldn't protect the person from getting lynched by somebody? But the Democrats like to put a lot of fluff in the anti-lynching bill, and that's why some Republicans don't agree with it. They like to put a lot of fluff in there. They like to put COVID-19 relief in an anti-lynching bill. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Comment in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're still subscribed. They've been unsubscribing people. I don't know why. Share this video. The algorithm loves it when you share the video. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.